Now, something has happened. They be a mekacha say MPP for Jimmy. Now, something has happened. They be a mekacha say MPP for Jimmy. MPP for almost followers, 90% of them, they are foolish, they are ignorant. Majority are illiterate. MPP for party no, in penifone who say followers ne Jimmy, they know. After your marking, when him say 90% of MPP followers on Jimmy, he knows. And they always feed them with idea be exciting. Now, you know, Papa we on in a year MP or your former education minister, not a deputy, or so your suffer. Yep, one of the dishonest nipa on kanu krewa asasi we swa onyankopon eni se o man space bia wo na heniema ya sakwa we on in ma and the inkofo bi kasetia Christosom osase or your suffer. One of the most despicable foolish men in Ghana today. I'll show you the reason why in Tiameka we were Jimmy for. He's not supposed to be entertained. I am a ya say Obia ni ashane suffer road and I'm Ghana. No man the you fu no kekan kwasiasem. This guy was the deputy education minister. In kwasiade course of Ghana nyina in kwara wo school. Ye mo poisoned rice. Any other dinner. This guy was supervising it. Akwa we so enyaminipa. Now, how you know owusubempah say we need to bring back PTA no quickly and a suffer convo we are on kanokre. Or say nobody abolished PTAs. What we did was abolish PTA levies. Or see on the time and now or education minister no on a country LED education no they never abolished PTA. In fact, the Oma abolish here they say they abolished PTA levies. We or American Muslim on we preko and so no preko nkwan. Man kobi party ni wan kobi intiaka party ni wan sama eden na okabi. Onso ekwasia. Osi o PTA no oma abolish. Na emom omu levies ni abolish e na me say party ni wan kobi. Inti e ka de si o party na so a eden na wanu dem. Wa wo so won preko eden na onum preko nkwan. Se PTA ro wa abolish a eden na PTA no abolish omu levies no. Obetimi ka dem say we did not abolish the
education in Ghana under the presidency of Excellency John Dramani Mahama to work for parents and teachers to work together to improve learning outcomes in our educational institutions and for PTAs to support our educational institutions to produce quality human capital for our country. I am particularly happy to announce that PTAs will be introduced back into the management of education in Ghana under the presidency of Excellency John Dramani Mahama to work for parents and teachers to work together to improve learning.
Hey, Kelvin Taylor. Hey, maybe what we name Rev Ntim Fordjour, former deputy minister of education. Oko honorable Canada Compre kwa Agyapong. Yes, nimpeswa swa. Waye mrasebe dwani wo ho. Enei Kelvin Taylor Echabo Rev Ntim Fordjour, former deputy education minister. Hey, and some just a Susan American minor cry and some polo and somewhere Kelvin Taylor at one money. Rev Ntim Fordjour, former deputy minister of education. Efa NPP aban betwa parents teachers association emu se enya depa ye betimi aboa ewo the various government schools are assistant of Ghana 16 regions enu ntino tintontan woyi e de free ho na atenye eni sampa Kelvin Taylor aka ediafa NPP aban led by Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo and the education ministry Dr. Yawaduchum ɛne n'asoɔfoɔ abɛdi akyire Rev Ntim Fordjour ho no. In fact, ɛsoɔ ne nso ɔka kyerɛ mesrɛ tie ne hwɛ bi sanse ensɛm ha ɛwɔ Ghana. Kelvin Taylor alongside Rev Ntim Fordjour on PTA scrapper Npp aban efiri hɔ no. Omu twam anaso omu antwam ensɛm no say ne mu nkyerɛ mu esitie
about PTA and Haruna Idrisu and the minister Oshe Adusua so education so. Now Haruna Idrisu recently made a statement about PTA and yen nyina yenim how a PTA aboa eye schools ewo Ghana. Sibia teachers, any parents, schools, any parents coming together. Sometimes financially they support schools, and we have seen owufour omaboa schools more. In fact, the impact of PTA, and I say how they have been able to help our educational. So when Nyabutra Obagin said the impact of PTA is small and yet very impactful. PTA, Parents Teacher Association, so collaboration from time I started in the basin, it has helped develop schools a lot. In fact, for some time now, you know who say the parents, they were taken out of our education, especially when it comes to senior high schools. It will point to be the parents did not have a say in our education. It became just the teachers and the government. Now, what was happening? They say the government was taking decisions for the teachers without the consent of the parents. I don't know who say school because the collaboration was between the government and the teachers. The parents who are going to object to decisions made by the government and the teachers, those parents were cut out because Npp for the agenda 111 it wasn't an idea ever benefiting Ghana for Nenkwara. It was a political thing. They just wanted to sell an idea, but implementing it practically, they knew say so the parents ne kan ho sa agenda free SHS no implementing na papa no the parents who speak. They deliberately decided to cut the parents out of our education when it comes to second cycle education. SS into free SHS no start here. Parents did not have a say. Parents will eduane demand ba onim baby and bada onim omni access to day-to-day running of the schools. Some political headmasters, they were the ones running our education in the name of free SHS. And to be say, na ye man krano nkwasi aduane, na ye feeding kwara na ebi wu. Na the parents could not do anything because what Ekufuor now buying a year and they say they cut the parents out. It's Haruna Idrisu came to power, Obey education minister, and I'll catch a Ghana for say. It will be very important to add parents to your school because I was say I go for who senior omumano yeshomo day in day out the omudi the omobeshe baby omobeda ensu omudi jare I was say I go for play a role and intina about 8 years ni NDC were opposition because we needed to review the free SHS because I'll see a teach our phone account. I was say a JJ Agenchre near the end year. In the time when John Mahama NDC, Professor Nano Pokwa Eka review, these were the things they were talking about. You cannot cut parents out of a child's education. They wanted the parents to be part of the education. They can also direct. Parents are omoboa teachers, they are not taking control. They are just basically an advisory body. They help. Sometimes financially, PTA edisika day, two schools, boa schools. So why would the government say we don't need parents to be part of our kids' education? In the Haruna Idrisu education minister will say no. PTA to be reintroduced into our educational system. In the Haruna Idrisu catch a Ghana for dabi. The reason why Krampoti and free SHS engine and national say ye owufour ni free mu. Inti enkwara be Krampoti no more respect to owufour no because they saw say owufour did not have a say in their education. Normally say akora ko school na say ohuni ma me kura na ne papa wo school so oba PTA and no keke no onim say there's some supervision onim say the teacher ebetima report no onim say dey obi is in charge. The moment I betwa sade na free mu no the kids feel say the parents do not have any control on the education. Into say the school ene enkwara no ene aban no nkwa na edili nti akwara no yare a awofo ni nim most akwara no wu say school ni hospital papa clinic ni wo awofo na wo se omukasem me ye clinic papa e man kwara nya good health care no awofo na etwa omagu na nkwara ni wu eduane na enye see how na do so aba and us no we need to reintroduce because Ekufuado aban no they took out PTA which was dangerous and which is still dangerous. Now something has happened. They be ameka say MPP for mo Jimmy. MPP for almost followers, 90% of them they are foolish, they are ignorant. Majority are illiterate. MPP for party no in penifone who say followers ne Jimmy, they know. After your marking, when him say 90% of MPP followers or Jimmy, he knows. And they always feed them with idea be exciting. Now Shadie, you know, Papa we on in a year MP. Or your former education minister, not a deputy, or so your suffer. Yep, one of the dishonest nipa on kanu krewas as we swa, Onyankopon, and this money space biawo na hinima ya sakwa we. Onenema and the inkophobic cassetia Christosum, or saso or suffer, one of the most despicable foolish men in Ghana today. I'll show you the reason why in Tiamekasa we were Jimmy for. He's not supposed to be entertained. Ane ya say obi ani ahya ne sofo do nam Ghana no amani tirimu efu no keka nkwase asem. This guy was the deputy education minister. Nkwase ade ekoso Ghana nyina nkwara wu school ye mo poisoned rice any ade na this guy was supervising it. Akwa we so enyame nipa. Now how na Idris Beka say we need to bring back PTA no quickly and a sofo kronvo we are on kanokre or say nobody abolished PTAs. What we did was abolish PTA levies. Or see, on the time and now, education minister, no, on a country, LED education, no, they never abolished PTA. In fact, the Oma abolish here, they say, they abolished PTA levies. We, or American Muslim, on we preko, as on preko kwine. Man Kobi, party no one Kobi, intiaka party no one sama, Eden or Kebi. Also, Equasia. Or see, PTA no Oma abolish it. Nemum, levies ni abolish it, and I'm say, party no one Kobi. Intiaka, you see, or party na sua, Eden or one who dem. Wa also won you preko, Eden or num preko kwine. Sa PTA no, one abolish it. Then a PTA no abolish of levies no. Obetu catch them say we did not abolish the pende in Kofobi Cassetia Christosum or Sasso or Sofo, one of the most despicable foolish men in Ghana today. I'll show you the reason why in Tiamekasa we were Jimmy for. He's not supposed to be entertained. I am ya say Obia ni ashane Sofo do nam Ghana. No amani tirimu efu no kekan kwase asem. This guy was the deputy education minister. In Kwasiadi Ekoso Ghana nyina nkwara wu school ye mo poisoned rice any ade na this guy was supervising it. Akwa we so enyame nipa. Now how na Idris Beka say we need to bring back PTA no quickly and a suffer kronvo we are on kanokre or say nobody abolished PTAs. What we did was abolish PTA levies. Or see on the time and now education minister no on a country LED education no. They never abolished PTA. In fact, the Oma abolish here, they say they abolished PTA levies. We or American Muslim on we preko as on preko kwine. Man Kobi party ni one Kobi intiaka party ni one sama Eden or Kebi. Also Ekwasia. Or see PTA no Oma abolish it. Nemum levies ni abolish here and I'm say party ni one Kobi. Intiaka de see or party na sua Eden or one dem. Wa also won you preko ede na onum preko nkwan se PTA ro wa abolish a ede na PTA na abolish o levies no obetu ka dem say we did not abolish the PTA but we abolished their levies. The PTA basically they support the schools. In fact unsasima yendi yawo se nkenye the financial supporter any the advisory supporter PTA edeba schools na we would have never considered PTA to be part of a school and I say building education in Ghana. The reason why we need PTA, there are so many reasons in here PTA. We need them at a point that schools need here financial help. Almost to step in, they pay, they help, they sustain. Almost here advisory help. PTA awofo no tumi tiem omo tumi di omo advice ba. So you cannot tell me say why you ni sika na free why then why abolish levies no na PTA no abolish it. Now I'm not sure why this man is a liar. You see this document. This is a statement. Council rejects Parents Association once PTA maintained. Where year 2024 January. Time omucha PTA muno. PTA council no eba out be kachira ban say. You guys should not take us out. We are part of education in Ghana. Into usha PTA for no crampo eba until we release this statement kachira ban say you cannot cut us out of our kids' education. This story was reported by Air Joy on the 17th of January 2024. But sa akwana also a sofune kachira Ghana for say omo abolish PTA no hwade. This is a Ghana Education Service document. Mummy read the document we na me ma wonti ase say sa papa na your friend of Fordjour said na or ye Asin South MP no or one of the most foolish people in this year that they come back to parliament. On senko for we no omo just say Ghana for Jimmy. Now mummy anko hwe Ghana Education Service did they basically take out PTA from from running our schools? Mummy anko hwe document no. Ntim Fordjour. Now, this is what the document says, and this is a GES document. Who read the document? It says this: recent past developments. The Heads and Parents Teacher Associations (PTAs) had always collaborated in the past in the prioritization of projects and activities for execution in schools. It was, however, not until 2013 that schools' heads were made signatories to PTA accounts. The latter opinions. Sorry, let me take this again. The Heads and Parents Teacher Associations, PTAs, had always collaborated in the past in the prioritization of projects and activities for executions in schools. It was, however, not until 2013 that school heads were made signatories to PTA accounts following recommendation by the Auditor General. In the latest opinion, PTA funds remained public funds and needed to be subject to audit. Prior to this, PTAs operated their own accounting systems without references to the school's head. This created serious financial challenges in some schools. It is in light of this that heads were directed by the Auditor General and the Director General of Ghana Education Service to get involved in the management of the finances of the PTAs to restore sanity. Now, so we read the document, this is what you see. In the recent past, there have been some developments within the operations of PTAs which thwarted government's efforts at ensuring universal access to education, specifically at the senior high school level. These have been related to imposition of levies which have led to the denial of some students access to academic work or school facilities and structure by virtue of some parents either refusing or unable to contribute to the activities of PTAs. Some PTAs instituted outrageous levies which sought to defeat the purpose for which the free SHS policy was introduced. In the same vein, the PTA levies affected the free compulsory basic education, that's FQ, policy at the basic school level. It made some children to drop out of school as a result of the inability of their parents to pay such levies. Now, in response to these developments, the management of Ghana Education Service, and that is the part that we have actually marked red. So part now I'm marking red now. This is what it says. In response to these developments, the management of Ghana Education Service, and that's what it says. A, suspended the imposition of levies in all schools. B, directed the reorganization of parent-teachers associations to parent-teachers parent associations, that is, to limit the involvement of management and staff of the schools. Management has therefore developed the PA guidelines as follows. Now, what they did, Npp Abandon say, one, like the guy said, or say, they did what? They they suspended the imposition of levies in all schools. Into PTA levies, and they went on to do what? They directed the Reorganization of Parents Teachers Association, that is PTAs, to Parents Association. So what they did was, after they took away the levies, they also stripped the Parents Teachers Association. They took the parents out and make it they took the teachers out and make it only Parents Association. So there was no collaboration between the parents, the teachers. What the Ekufuado government and the country and the Fordjour and they say, levies the free one, and they strategically they separated the teachers from the parents. Into the parents did not have a say when the government and the teachers took decisions. Technically, you as a government, you have taken out the parents. In the Saukachem say you directed the Reorganization of Parents Teachers Association (PTAs) to Parent Association. Then you are trying to tell me, say, the collaboration between teachers and parents, you have taken it away. You are basically making them independent. You are making them autonomous. Now they cannot collaborate to basically get to that point whereby they can both come to a conclusion about the kids, their future. Into say Haruna Idrisika say he wants to reintroduce PTA. He wants to bring teachers and parents together to think and come up with solutions that will help the education of the kids. You cannot take levies and you cannot separate the teachers from the parents. What you need to do is, if even you take the levies out, the parents and teachers are supposed to be thinking together. They are supposed to collaborate to get to the bottom of problems and also get solutions to problems. Inti Saukachem say you did not scrap PTA, then you are basically lying to the Ghanaian people. If you did not have any problem with Parents Teachers Association, then why did you reorganize it? Because when you reorganize something, it means its original form was not right. You did not like it. For when you review education, it means there's something being done which isn't right that needs to be corrected. If you reorganize, then it means in its original form, you did not like it. You want it to be done in a different way. And that is what we are talking about to say. It means that during the NPP era, PTA, Mugu, and Haruna Idrisu NDC for say they are going to bring the PTA back. There should be a collaboration between teachers and parents. The money aspect is one thing, but when the teachers and parents don't have a collaboration, they cannot reason together. They cannot think about the kids, their education. Then that disconnects, and then the ma enkorano sebio omutumia di omoye. It is very important to say, politicians, as a political party and as a politician, about enquire education, you are not supposed to play politics with it. These are the documents. What actually caused the redirection? What made you people reorganize? What caused the reorganization? One way levies nephew. Why don't you keep the name? Why don't you keep the PTA? Why do you take teachers out of the Parents Association? Because you don't want the parents to have direct influence and direct access to education. Into the NDC say they are bringing PTA. I was say owufour near then. Owufour no any teachers no esia e discuss omonkwara no education. Into say what say sa papa we sa man we ogina TV so catch that will say PTA no MPP time omo ntwema oye sofo kromfo mo china mo hwena sum mo china mo hwena sum mumbusa ne say. So if you reorganized, what made you reorganize? Because you cannot change something from its original form when you don't have a problem with it. You had a problem with it, that's why you reorganized it. What was the problem? You didn't want the parents to be complaining about the bad food. You didn't want the parents to be telling Ghana for say man eduane no mudi nye. You didn't want the parents to tell Ghana for say Ekufuado's free SHS is bad. So you blacked out the parents. Now deliberate almost share that because no one per se parents ebenya control of omunkwara education. That is why under Ekufuado any MPP free SHS the owufour no omuni say they deliberately took out PTA. Senka PTA very effective and can kwasiade ehu no under Ekufuado free SHS nka yehu enkwara di poison rice and can see But because they knew what they were doing business with our kids, they took the parents out and they said, say, parents association and then teachers. You don't do that. The teachers and parents are supposed to work together at the end of the day, find solutions to problems. And that is what Haruna Idrisu and the NDC are saying. Oh yeah, obofour NDC for say they want to be part of Oba school. How Oba yebe raising eduane obedi the welfare any other it's important. Wait on yourself, papa. Now, my mentor, the couldn't tell me this house of Cronfor. You see this man, and the last guy, me catch them say the last guy we a crobia and kebesi na buo. Me na me catch them mo Christopher nam Ghana na mon kano kreno. Mo Christopher nam Ghana na mon kano kreno. And ye de nkrimu for ye Ghana for mumudu do mon kano kre. Kwasi ampenyi we. Time I had the anti-LGBTQ bill about parliament. I was a kufu ado kwasi ampenyi eden in sasha asiye. And after your marking on a sheboy we school on a gabi. Omokache kwasi ampenyi we say uncle court na uncle stopping. And the last guy, this foolish boy, a dirty riffraff, unbuildy bibi on a brabum, the school code in uncle for a sheno. And oye juma wa after your marking law firm. And after your marking catcher they say, Sebio osunoma me wo inti onko no for case no enkwahye court send ebeya eye osonoma me ebetena so. And the last guy edi case we call court na parliament ejine kufuado say onfa ne nsan hye trumu sa bill no na trumu yensia no Ghana. Na do dankwe kufuado eka kire say omni MPP fo nyina ko parliament ka say asem no court omuntumi nya ho hwe kwase ampanyi we and the abaya sisa wakoko takoyi case ni so ondi onto a case ni so biem trumu no and the omma president Mahama passe so odi omo yemo we ekurobia nko se sina bo but democracy nti untumi nkasa enye democracy anka kurobia nka sina bo ku no but democracy nti untumi nkasa on say ekufo do free aban mu a MPP NDC wini na also case no onto aso we case every court nti and the evanko parliament in Sanfa case ni bra na yemfa nko na Mahama sign kwasiafo we na mudidi omochi kwasia we ade be chino ti asori dem so obompa ya kire nyankopon ben. These are the things we talk about every day. These are political ingrates. We mono we krobia nkobia bonitirimu tuo because you see politicians use these people to destroy nations. I'm telling you. Momo de kana na bi wa monti ase. Ekufo de be kire mu shege 8 years won si bi ekoye. These people ekrobia anka they will not go home. They wasted everybody's time. They destroyed what we have all come together to agree on. And today, Sesiano, after your market catch and court no case, the case on to a case in the subium, in Tiansan from Brana, Yahasa Mahama Bessaina. This was deliberate. And you see, the collaboration was between Afenyo Market, the Kufuado, and the Supreme Court. Some of the judges. They collaborated. Some of the judges at the Supreme Court catch the Kufuado say, Oma Afenyo Market and Faboy way and case in Brano Montanaso. Because they could for also signing. But they knew, say, they did not want to sign. And a kwasia way, and the other stupid boy waiting, City News, on all discussing Ghana development. But he is a hindrance to our development. This fool, or a hindrance to Ghana's development. And anytime I catch you say, okay, say some way by anti-LGBTQ case by sa papa we abim. Soft we, I send south for a Christopher Mugo. Kwasi I'm paying you with a demon. Time a case in the bar ya na ye say I was say omujitum ni ekọ sign na trumutum yifro sa software na parliament ka say omompene oh ye de yentumi nya hwe ye de yen support Sam George na ye bibi NDC for na ye bibi and the kwasi ampanyin say oh Mahama badia ye sadik bill na ba ema Mahama sign kwasi a wetumi gina ni penim so oye sofo na ono the Bible no kan no different from the meme kan ana and sir Fordjour we asin south for MP no time na MPP was no I can say ever trumu no yanko sign na yanjin tum say member obi aye trumu o Ghana no or tena parliament can say yenye mu so was supporting wanye mu so obeka say e was say Kufuor signing wanye and omtete ya ma e de Kufuor free power omni case ni ko share court ade achi ese dela enko yi case no ono so by so yesi ade de pese de ko parliament biem na Mahama signing we onye nipa also kuta Bible so nyankopon ku ne totwene we oye ingrate oye hypocrite ye mfa ne nkyekere man Jimmy Fowe na odi wanim se MP Oni any sense be a chen say our principles be or the body bra. Inti o when the constituencies so much Jimmy. And now or did be a friend of Reverend Atun Nim. Oh, me a suffer, or Reverend wine. A Christopher Mukona sorry, because I'm paying waiting at Parliament. Or catch a Ghana for say a coup for the MPP wa power and quadie. To much money and sign. I dare change a dear or so. Mina mi be dear nim a buofunu. Yanko ponkum tunchine. A buofunu. Yanko ponkum tunchine. Na sani a sum yamia anketia. Ade we buy ye say Christopher nyina munyina mumia support na kwase we to Parliament why jom Mr. P team stay with me cause I'm paying you not to Parliament why jom adentra oh say a politics satana ni refi ni nyankopon satana ni refi ni Bible no satana ni refi say oyo nyame adwuma na oye kwase ni tiriwu fin say fulani na ase Samira na ase ni tribu fize Samira na ase pele Jimmy for and there and we are introducing you and who are introducing what are you introducing nigga and then I will introduce you. The first one I will introduce why didn't you push it why didn't you come out to say yeah say kufu ada chichide de be sign kwase ato mo na me die Christopher atem moma nipa bi ka say Christo som no enye osoma wo say nipa die chire kwase afo ti say na mo Christopher som asai Paul Breso anke esi wabo kun. Paul Breso anke esi wabo ke de woma wo wutirim kun. And the monya na efo na mode Reverend Eda Dankofo. Mode Bible da Dankofo kwase ato. Ene de wo de ko Parliament. Na hwan na akosan. Koto de ne bodwe. Wenimu round say woma funu kwase abegina ho. Yes, I de ko Parliament. You had all the opportunity. As a member of Parliament, your people in your constituency, they said, make sure that the president signs it. Odo kwasi atena nkran de jantrafo, one support it. Who things are pay apofi? You never supported this. Adia chia dia 10 year boa na aba. Yanko wansani ani de kwasi abeka se on do Ghana. Moji se de bia na benya de afu. Me think Paul time na ke be wo se fufu. But democracy nti because of democracy. Now, I'm sure my DB. Oh, story way. Free SHS. NPP for back and forth. From day one, I'm the free SHS buyer. I'm the DSC cabin there. It's exactly 4:58 p.m. That is a year 9:58 in Ghana. NPP for a year free SHS buyer. I'm in, out. Now, Shadie. How na Idrisu ni NDC for about power. From day and Kofo with the free SHS buyer, almost a nipa 5.7 million. And now I enjoy free SHS. Every platform they were telling us a nipa 5.7 million. That means say every budget be a debeba or Ghana and they could forward from 2017 na omo den omo projected for nipa 5.7 million. It is a $10 million. It was because of $5.7 million. And for the past 8 years, these people never told us to say it wasn't 5.7 million people who were benefiting from free SHS. Now, free SHS beneficiaries, not 5.7 million. The actual figure is 3.5 million. Where Joy News Research and Haruna Idrisu's office, they have also done an audit, head count. They came to that realization, say, Sa 5.7 million anko for we catch a debia say, nipa 5.7 million ako free SHS no boa. And non alone means somebody has stolen from us. The free SHS secretariat, the people who were leading it, they need to be questioned. Now we have come to the realization, yen yina be hu say, Nanado Danko Kufuado, oni Agama Lizard, any bodam Kennedy mo, any MPP aban Jimmy Disana Pomo, a Jimmy Form County, they deceived us for 8 years. Now, unim de yawa semwe muhade. At 2024, TO, we a former spokesperson for the education ministry, TA. Education ministry a MPP for ministry, former government education ministry na country da no, na so for kwasi ampanyini ye deputy no. spokesperson and the 2025 Tiasmo Oka or say as at 2024, that is when they were in power, free SHS beneficiaries stood at 3.5 million and not 5.7 million. Intine beto abai. Da ben out is MPP for Gina stage so I catch the Ghana for say only 3.5 million people were beneficiaries of free SHS. Omo can be mauti. Mr. S, Mr. P, team, get me something. Me see until say NDC bar power any who say sign nipa 5.7 million and enjoy free SHS. But Nanado Dankweku Fuado, Mahamudu Baumia, Kennedy Agyapong, MPP as a political party or say Chairman Sabonsu, and this group of criminal entity. Sanko Fuekache said nipa 5.7 million. And the former spokesperson said, oh, then you're 5.7 million. Nemum, na 3.5 million. Then it means to say, from day one, these people, they have been lying to us. So where did the remaining bare 1.4 million or said where did it go? What the find say 4 million. It is 1.7 million dasono. Sa budget ne ko he. What the find say 4 million. It is 1.7 million na ekaya na mo de to so no. Sa 1.7 million. Where did the money go? Napo has to go to jail. Educhum, he has to go to jail. These are criminals. These are criminals we are not supposed to give any power to again. We are not even supposed to listen to these animals. And the NDC as a government, Menoka say, a forum is going on in Ghana. Forum near day, how to review our education. This is what a government does. For 8 years, John Mahama, Professor Nano Pokwaji Makachiri Kufuado, and the Bawumia say, let us review our education. Especially free SHS. The moment you shiny BM, nobody is going to cancel free SHS. Kwame Nkrumah Brasso na free SHS buy. So we should sit down and really look at it. Nana do dankwe kufuado kwasi ampenyi no ne ba wo me jimi ne ka kire say John Mahama so betwa free SHS mu ema party mwa MPP party toilet mu mwa say ai Mahama betwa free SHS mu party no mo jimi Ewrade Nyankopon me say saa de na friend MPP no saa aboa na friend MPP no omo di akire no omo jimi so ekufuado ne ba wo miamo upon school almost no, they could not explain review to the MPP base. You know the reason? They knew. Ekufuado himself MPP for Jimmy. Na party no mun Jimmy e no ko chairman won tumi as a regional chairman. Party no say mu dodo nipa dodo mu mun Jimmy ya. Eye de no mu ko chairman won tumi so onye regional chairman. Kwasi ampenyi say nye Jimmy no mu Jimmy a. Eye de no mu ko obi say ahagba to be their director of communication. Obi to say owusubempah and there's the owusubempah kotre ne hu fi we. So you can see clearly say the hierarchy of the party omo di party nim no omo party for this omo Jimmy base no, but you see all is not lost. This is what is happening. John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for about power no, so wunima there's something going on now in Ghana. Ebia unti mami church mu nchiro a 8-member team given 2 weeks to plan National Education Forum. They say I'm going to say koso someone can jremo. Aha. They say omu meet stakeholders. Abaya John Mahama di enim one Professor Nano Pokwajiman e di enim no. They have basically, thank you very much Mr. S. Me team this fa bibi nchiremo ansani akwedi. Mr. S, can you get me the story itself? I want to read the story itself because unim we want to kill Jandambiwa send be Ghana for behu. Nana do dankwe kufuado Onwankasa in the State of the Nation address. Asama Okayeni, we facts don't lie. Nana Dankwe Kufuado, 5.7 million youth have benefited from free SHS program. Ekufuado data show Friday the 3rd, 2025. Story no January 3rd, which is Friday, and I'm publish a story no. Now, President Ekufuado has praised the transformative impact of his government free SHS initiative. Now, the caption and the source is Ghana Web. Now, Nana Danko Ekufuado, 3rd of January. Na okasa before the 7th of January. Ye best swear Mahama ino. Nana Danko Ekufuado achichide jimi ne ka kire say nipa 5.7 million. And I'm benefited from free SHS. And almost spokesperson. And the almost abai mu nipa say 3.5. Inti omone president one kwasia. I am asking the former spokesperson Emma Ghana Education Service, Ministry of Education, any Ekufuado one kwasia. The president in his last State of the Nation on Wankasani's speech before Mahama was sworn in January 3rd, because Mahama by power January 7th. Nana Ekufuado last statement okache Ghana for nipa 5.7 million. Into the question is, why na kwasia wa ha? Ekufuado and I say a spokesperson. Now let's read the story. Send by kwasia bin kojina baby nka say Kelvin tell a chantro ato achichide so. Now this is the story. Let me read the story, the full story. Mami read this story and show no jandam. Because Ekufuado nka say 5.7. Why na show 5.7 man no kwasia 4. Now this is the story. When Ekufuado speech, let me read it. I say, and I quote, "We have transformed education, and there can never be a reversal of the fact that 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET," he stated, end of quote. These are the words of Ekufuado. Nana Ekufuado on the 3rd of January. On when the beer and said, nipa 5.7 million. Then Kwasiampenyi Beka just said 3.5 million. Did I write a speech for Ekufuado? Kwasiampenyi about cocaine no jina kan kwasam nam chobano. He told us in his own words, say, "We have transformed education, and there can never be a reversal of the fact that 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would have otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TVET." End of quote. Kwasiampenyi achichide Ekufuado ne ka kire. So is the president lying? Is the president of the republic, the former president, was he lying? More MPP for me and Kwasiafo, and nobody's supposed to give MPP any hearing ear because just a kind of way Jimmy to some followers. These are facts. Unless say more another speech be a yente da. I Ekufuado nepkaye because I can make my team pull the video for you to hear for yourself. Mrs. If you have time, bring me that video. Inti sa story where I nyina kan wa hande say a free SHS we no. Nana Danko Ekufuado, where is the story? Inti sa story way yeka say nipa 5.7 million. Ana Ekufuado ne ba obi am ka kire say omo beneficiaries of free SHS no. Why na say your boy? Because president na be na no kan ana president wa bodam no bekeka sansam ne kire Ekufuado Kwasiampenyi. Ana omo di Ekufuado echi ana mo education minister no Kwasia no ka kire say kan Kwasiasem. You people should not underestimate our intelligence. Ye busa say nipa be 2.2 million na aka we kire na wen. Sa 2.2 million no. Sa sika because the money sa budget na ye na de man nipa 5.7 no. Ye pesi ye 2.2 na and ye hu om sa sika no why dey die. Where did the 2.2 million budget sa sika de man sa nipa 2.2 million for 8 years no. Sa nipa no mo wen where are they? We want to know because Nana Danko Ekufuado the catch say nipa 5.7 million and I didn't make this up. He said it. It's when a Niminyan so between Ghana for say Ekufuado and Kasa. Mr. S, give me the video before I move forward. Me team the video ni Breman San Makomenim because we want you people to understand. The John Mahamani and this for you know. Masa, you will be that. This is the best government I own. Ekufuado Momo Jimmy. Never listen to the MPP. So you're going to down the MPP here. Where Jimmy? Because the people are liars. They don't respect you. Omo say where Jimmy. And they always think, say, they can just lie and walk. You cannot just lie and walk. You need to prove whatever you say. That is why we make sure say we support it with evidence for Ghana in our shop and say, Kevin, you are right, and you have a reason for insulting these fools. Because I'm never going to stop unless say Jimino. So jai jandamono, kanu crutch Ghana for no kanu crutch base na. I will never tell any MPP Nibise with Jimmy. But I can see clearly say, thank you, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing in the video. Let me play the video for you to hear. Thank you, team. My team just sent me the video. I really appreciate this. Thank you, guys. Now, my member video in Chiro. Now, who say Kufu and Nanka said a kafri the noom. Kwasiafo. This is the video. Thank you, Mr. S.
We have transformed education, and there can never be a reversal, and there can never be a reversal of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TBET. Education, and there can never be a reversal, and there can never be a reversal of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TBET. Indeed, my administration has also prioritized technical and vocational education, and there can never be a reversal, and there can never be a reversal of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TBET.
And inside the American say MPP for Jimmy. I keep telling you people. And we are going to use their own words to judge them. And anytime can say African market when we say MPP for no 90% of you Jimmy. And that's what I'm saying, say, you people, you are not ready for power again. Mobedi power, mobedi opposition by 48 years. You know why? Because you are not willing to speak truth. When you're ready, say mobe can cry actually mu base no. When you're ready, say mobe mo matias say sebio eden mucho montro. Na na do dan kweku for the make his statement ni wie no. And na eden the education minister. Listen. And there Nana Kufuado no ono ye president no oka kire mu sen. And na Kenti said free SHS beneficiaries are 3.5 million, not 5.7 million. February 14th, 2025. Eti Nana Kufuado make his speech, you know. Because this is a Kufuado, and this is his education minister. A Kufuado on the 3rd of January, or see 5.7. And then February, no, the former education minister na on what speech me Kufuado no, or see 5.7, 3.5. Why na kwasiawa? This is a Kufuado against his former education minister.
We have transformed education, and there can never be a reversal, and there can never be a reversal of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TBET. Transformed education, and there can never be a reversal, and there can never be a reversal of the fact that some 5.7 million young people have gained access to secondary education who would otherwise not have had the opportunity but for free SHS and free TBET. Indeed, my administration is also...
Who is stupid here? Intimikasa mu yankwasiafo a obeka se Kelvin, oh Kelvin Taylor, Kelvin Taylor di penyinatam omo ejimi. These are two old men. These are two old men. Omo nyankwara o. These are people you gave power to, you entrusted. You said omo nimnyansa, they should lead you. These are two old men. Kwasiafo mienu, look at them. Look at these fools. Now to Akatem say, hey, the taxpayer is not supposed to tell these people they are foolish. Who is stupid here? Who wrote the speech for Kufuado? And you can't in a speech in the man. Ekufuor, does he work at Ministry of Education? Into when the president was speaking, who wrote the speech for the president? When it came to education, wasn't it country? Why is country telling us 3.5 million? And you tell me say we are using strong words. Where do you give somewhere Jimmy? They think you people are stupid, and they keep playing you people. Anytime catch them say the NPP can never come to power as long as Tiasi. They can never. You know why? Because Ghana, we will be asking questions. We will be pushing the system. We will be telling them to tell us the truth. We will be questioning in the status quo. We will be making sure the right thing is done. Memaka, I defend only good governance. 50 days of John Mahama, I will defend it because everything looks perfect to me. But how can I trust fools like these? Adeche Educhum, Kwasefo catch yourself. Baomia Jimmy, Janfe Educhum, Educhum is a liar. Ekufuor is a liar. Baomia is a bloody fucking liar. Why should I entrust a country's future in the hands of such foolish old men? They don't even know what they are saying. So 2.6 million, no, Sani Panomo. Now, we are still live.